like stunning, I like shining, I like $1 million deals. Where's my pen?
Hey everyone, it's just me again, Missy Leeds. So if you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button so you get to know when I post stuff. Also hit that little bell because then you get notified that I post something. So we're talking about the episode Star. I love this show. It is just very suspenseful. I was sitting on my seat. Well, it wasn't that crazy that I was sitting at the edge of my seat, but it was good enough, right? So season 3, episode 4, title is All Falls Down. All Falls Down. Yeah, All Falls Down. The episode starts off with the girls. They sitting in the studio and they have a list of songs that they're going through, and they're trying to pick out which song would be best for this gala, this gun violence gala. It's called the Orange Night. They're having this little thing. They're supposed to perform for it. I think Miss Bruce is now their manager because he is always with them work-wise. I don't know. Is it just me? Let me know. Have anyone else noticed that? Did I miss something in another episode that he became their manager? I don't know. Whatever. So then Ms. Bruce is complaining about it's almost 12 o'clock. Let's get this together. Then he's like, oh yeah, here's Star. Here's a royalty check from accounting. So this royalty check is from the diss song that she made dissing the other girls, right? So then Alex is like, how much you make off of dissing us? So then she goes to open it, and as she's opening it, Simone is like, I'm getting a cut out of that. She's like, whatever, you can have a little something, but the rest of my money, excuse me, is going to studio time, because after we do our album, they're all splitting ways, and she needs to start working on her solo career, because once she's pregnant, you know, she want to be a star. Want to be a star. So she opens it, and I guess it's significantly less than what she expected. Half, to be exact. So then she sees that Maurice put himself as a co-producer. Ooh! Star is in her feelings. She was like, oh, he stole my money. He was not no co-producer. So then she gets up and goes. So then the scene cuts to Maurice. He's in his club, Karma, and he's chit-chatting up with some of his football friends because he used to be in the NFL. And guess who made a little star appearance? Well, Mimi from Atlanta, which I think makes sense. If y'all watch other shows, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, it takes place in Atlanta. Mimi was there. I don't know. She wasn't playing herself, but yeah. Sorry. So side note. Anyways, so he's in the club. Him and I guess one of his former co-workers who's in the NFL, they're talking, and he's gotten injured. That's why he's no longer in the NFL. He's won a Super Bowl ring. They're reminiscing. He looks out into the audience or the club, and he sees this lady. Old girl is his ex-wife. I guess old girl moved away, and now she's in Atlanta. She comes up, and he's like, oh, you're here now permanently? She's like, yeah, my firm is here now. So she's a lawyer, and she cute. Maurice, I don't know how he messed that up. Well, I found out how he messed it up. So then Noah comes in, and Maurice introduced Noah to his ex-wife. So then, bam. Then we come to see that Carlotta is always working. She's always working. If she's not working, she's pretty much reminiscing about Hael or talking to Hael. So Cotton comes into the room, and Carlotta, she's working. She's like, Mom, it's after 12 o'clock. You need to get some sleep. What are you still doing up? Cotton is what I want to know. But whatever. So she takes her stuff away, like she takes her work away, and she goes to lay down. Carlotta goes to lay down. And she reminisces or she dreams about the whole shooting with Hael. So then she wakes back up and she starts to work again. So it cuts back to the club, and Star walks in and she presses Maurice, and she's like, why'd you have to steal from me? Why don't you tell your little fancy friends why'd you have to steal from me? And then he's like, what are you talking about? She's like, oh, so you co-produced this music? And he's like, yeah, I did. I laid the track, I did the beats, I did all that work. And she is in her feelings. So then she was like, yo, you stealing from me, you stealing from my baby, and you messing with the wrong one, So of course she getting hyped like she always do. So then she tells, she don't tell anyone. Maurice tells security, come get her. Security didn't even move to come get the girl, which I find so funny. Maybe because she was pregnant, I don't know. First off, I don't go to clubs, but I want to know, Star is fully behind showing. Why'd they let her in the club? But I'm gonna sit my team, mind my business. So of course she has to leave with a bang. She takes a bottle and she cracks it, and she's like, you messing with the wrong one. So then the next scene is Derek comes home, and you can tell it's the morning, and he starts kissing on Alex. And she's like, oh, what were you doing out so late? And she doesn't seem mad. She was just asking, like, what were you doing out so late? You were out playing cop again? You know, that makes me worry. And then he's like, yeah. So then he's like kissing on her, right? So then she gets a text message from old girl Olivia, the psycho. And she officially a psycho in this episode. She gets a text from Olivia, and Olivia's asking her, oh, do you want me to bring you coffee in the morning? Because they're supposed to hang out and chill. So then she's like, no, it's, I don't know, she tells him no. She tells her no or something. So Derek is like, why do you keep on dealing with this girl? Alex is like, you know, her sister died, blah, blah, blah. Let's not worry about it. So Derek's pretty much on his back, and Alex is straddling him, and you see they about to get it on, right? They cut to Olivia being in her hotel room watching them, because remember last episode she gave him a picture of her sister Bianca, but you see there's that recording. How does she not see the little red dot in the mirror is what I want to know, because that would bother me at night. I don't know, but I'm sitting my team mind my business. I'm gonna sit my team on my business on that one. So then what happens? Oh, yeah, before that scene even ends, because yeah, scene it kind of ends or whatever, but she pretends that she's kind of with Derek. You can see that she is trying to be Alex. She's crazy. She's all the way crazy because she imitates what she did. She imitated herself straddling someone, and then she whipped her hair across like Alex did, and imitated everything she said. This girl is crazy. I don't know how many times I gotta put emphasis that this girl crazy, but whatever. They cut to Noah, and Noah talks to Maurice about what he wants to do. He's like, you know what, I'm not really trying to perform so much, because he's supposed to be performing, I guess, once a week at the club, because people are coming to see him, and that's how the club is making money a lot of the time. So Maurice says no. He's like, I'm pretty much going from one plantation to the next plantation. I thought I was supposed to be coming here for creativity. He's like, okay, you could work on your album later. Right now you're going to be doing this. So no, obviously in his feelings, he walks away. He's starting to walk out the door, and Maurice says to him, freedom costs, freedom isn't free, or what do you say? Freedom comes with a price. Oh, okay, all right. So then they cut to the scene with Money Mike. He has different names. AK Ruby's attacker. So he over there. Andy is sitting in a chair and he's just punching Andy. And then Cassie walks in and she's like, take a break. I need you to go get some money. Clearly this is the money that Xander wants to get clean. She's like, I need you to run, go get me some money. So he walks away. Cassie is like, what did he, Cassie said something specific, like that was really, oh, she takes off the tape because he had tape on his mouth. And Andy's telling her, I'm not going to snitch. I'm not going to snitch. And she's like, I know you're not going to snitch because you ain't going to be here. Why is she beating the crap? Just kill a boy. You want him to die? Just kill a boy. Why you got to do all this? But I'm going to say my thing, my business. She pretty much tells Andy, it's because of you I lost, it's because of you that's holding me going back from going legit. I just have to clean this money and get rid of you, and then I'm going legit. And it's because of you that I lost my sister. I'm fighting with my sister. And then he said, I'm happy for you, in terms of the whole her going legit, not that whole losing your sister situation. So then they cut to Carlotta and Mateo and his wife. Mateo and his wife are sitting in the office. Carlotta comes up to them and she pretty much has this idea for, what is it called? I forgot the name of the company. Gravity Music. So she kind of wants to do a music festival type thing, and they're kind of believing it and they're kind of skeptical. So then she's like, we just need to get someone big hosting it. The person who is supposed to be hosting it, his name is Ryan. So he gets Ryan to host it, and Ryan is already doing the Orange Night, the whole gun violence event. Carlotta says like he has a big following, so like him hosting what she named it already is Rhythm and Bells. He's a good spokesperson for it. He can promote it. It's going to be a cash cow. So they're like, all right, fine. Try to get Ryan to be the host of it. So she's like, okay, cool. What happened? Oh, so then it cuts to Mateo's wife, whose name is Nina. I need to remember her name. Her name is Nina, right? Nina, Mateo's wife, finds Simone. She's like, you've been ignoring my phone calls, this, that, and other. And she's like, yeah, you know, I told you about Mateo, and then I saw that you were kissing him, so I didn't want to feel like I was trying to mess up your life. Like, I was just going to fall back. So she's like, no, it's okay. We're in an open relationship. We do have rules to our open relationship, and he broke it. Thank you for looking out for me. No one has looked out for me in a very long time like you did. So she's like, oh, okay. So then she hands her this paper, and she's like, we're getting honored at the Orange Night. And we want you to introduce us. So then she's like, Simone's like, why? She's like, well, because you're about to be the star of our film, so this is going to be great exposure for you. So Simone is like, okay. She kind of like, you could tell she all the way nervous. And then we find out why she's a little nervous. So then Carlotta goes to meet Ryan, and she expresses why she wants to do business with him. Ryan is not feeling it because he doesn't like Mateo and Nina, because with the gala, Gravity Media is all over the gala, and it's taken from the gun violence situation. That is what they're trying to promote. So then Carlotta's like, it's okay. Then he also brought up, oh, and then Mateo put take 3 on the, like, to perform, and what the heck. So then Carlotta lies and is like, oh no, take 3 is not gonna be on it anymore. It's just gonna be Alex Crane. So then when she said that, Ryan kind of piqued the interest. So then she knew that he likes likes Alex, not like that, but interested in her work and her story because of her and her traumatic incident. So then he's like, all right, cool, maybe I'll think about it. We could talk later. So then Carlotta goes into the office to express to them listen here, girls. Take 3 is no longer performing. Alex, you're about to perform. I need you to make up a song. Star's like, oh, have you talked to the legal team about this whole Maurice taking half my money? She's like, I don't got time to focus on that. So then she's like, okay, I'll gotta have to figure it out myself. So then they start to get up, and Star's like, oh, I'm gonna have to get my money myself like I always do. And then Alex is like, I'm gonna have to write a song like I always do. And then Simone over here is stressing about this speech that she gotta give. And then Carlotta's like, it's okay, it's okay. Again, I think Miss Bruce is their manager, because he was sitting up there too, and he asked Carlotta, do you want to talk? Because I don't think Carlotta has talked out her feelings about this whole high yield thing. And Miss Bruce notices, and he says, you want to have a little girl talk? She's like, nah, just close the door and keep it moving, bro. So then Noah sees Star. Noah goes up to Gravity Media to get some stuff out the his studio, because I guess he left a couple of things. And Star pretty much warns Noah about Maurice and is like, you need to watch your back with him. He's like, yeah, you know, I understand. She's like, you need to get out of that contract. He's like, how am I supposed to do that? And she's like, I don't know, you need to figure it out. And he's like, what are you gonna do? She was like, I'm going to do what I always gotta do. I'm gonna figure it out, pretty much. So then he laughs. He's like, I'll see you later. Now we all know Star gonna get back at that Maurice, and he need to watch his back. I don't know why he crossed that crazy girl. That girl crazy. So then we see Maurice go visit his ex-wife at her law firm. So he says to her, you know, he says to her, like, always, you got what you wanted, your own law firm. She's like, yeah, I got some of the things I wanted. Meaning, I guess, since their marriage didn't work out, it's not everything she's dreamed of. He apologizes, and the reason why they broke up is because old boy was cheating. No surprise. So he tells her, you know, after the whole football thing, after I got injured, football was my whole life. And then she said, yeah, and you replaced football with women. So then he says, you know, I'm sorry, I want to make it up to you. Let me try and take you out to dinner. He trying to get back into the drawers. So then she's like, nah, I'm not ready for that. So then he leaves. Cool, whatever. So then scene cuts to Carlotta. She in the kitchen talking about business, like always, because she always talking about business on the phone. And she sees out like the window, like the kitchen window, there's a tow truck. It's about to start towing High Yield RV. So she comes out, and Cotton comes out, and she's like, I called the mom to get rid of High Yield's truck. There's no need for it. High Yield's RV, there's no need for it. And she's like, why did you do that? You had no right. And she threatens the tow truck people. She was like, don't you dare touch it. And they're like, I'm just trying to do my job, ma'am. She's like, nah, I swear to God, you better not touch that truck. So then I guess they don't touch it. They go back in the house. Carlotta's upset, obviously. She has not yet grieved fully or properly. She needs to grieve, because it's really taking a toll on her. It comes out at the end. So then Alex is in the studio, because remember, she has to make up a song for this gala, this Orange Night. Olivia is with her, like always. And Alex is like, I'm sorry, we can't work on your song. I have to do this. She's like, it's okay. I'm here watching you create a song. This is so amazing. She over here taking pictures of her. Like, I act like a whole fan, which is so annoying. So then sorry, who walks in? Derek walks in. Derek walks in, and he's like, hey, because he sees Olivia. He's like, oh, I was trying to take you out to lunch, Alex. So then, annoying behind Olivia's like, oh, she has to work on the song that she has to perform. And then Alex is like, yeah. So then she goes to tell him, you know, oh, you know, things have changed. I have to come up with a song. And so then, Derek asks Olivia, can I have a moment with my girl? She's like, okay. mind you, they're in the studio. So she walks out, she presses the button where she can hear what's going on in the studio. This girl's psycho. She's psycho. Ooh, she's psycho. So he's like, why aren't you excited about it? Like, normally you're so much more excited. She's like, yeah, but this is telling my whole story about it's letting my emotions out. I don't think I'm ready for this. You know, I'm nervous, blase, blase. He's like, you got this. If anyone got this, you got it. So then she's like, I want you and Olivia to be there when I perform. He's like, all right, cool. I'll be there, no problem. Cool. So then old boy walks out the studio, so she turns it off. But if you watch it again, and Alex is looking at Olivia, like her back, and she's just like staring at her, like she has skepticism in her face. Like, you could tell she's just looking at her a certain way. I could just see it, all the way could see it. I don't know, did anyone else peep that? Maybe it's just me, I don't know. So then Mr. Noah Brooks, right, he goes to Maurice's ex-wife and was like, I need help with my contract, and you're the best person who knows Maurice, so can you help me get a couple of things, right? So she's going to be working with him. Jackson expresses to Star, like, I want you to stop fighting, you're pregnant. She tells him, you don't make enough money for this baby, so I need to do what I need to do. I need to get this money because I guess she was banking on it so she could use it for studio time for her to start her solo career, right? This is why she needs the money, for her solo career, or to get studio time for her solo career. So then it goes to Cassie's trying to clean the money. She's doing math, she's trying to clean money. I don't know how much money she was given, but Xander's there, ex is there, and she's like, this is too much money for me to clean, it's gonna look too hot, blase blase. He's like, you could do it. She's like, why can't I just give you back the loan? I just need a minute, I can give you back the loan. He's like, no, or you could just clean this money like I asked. So then he pretty much tells her, no, she's like, you know I'm trying to go legit. He tells her, you're a thug, you'll always be a thug, and you're gonna be a killer. That's the only thing you know. She gets upset, like, all the way in your feelings. How dare you tell me who I am? You're disrespectful. So she tells him, get out and go back to your wife. So then it seems like they've known each other for quite some time. It's not their first encounter. So that scene's over. Carlotta is getting ready for the event. She got her hair done. Miss Bruce is doing it. Miss Bruce tells her, I'm not trying to be funny or nothing, but you look tired. You need to get some rest. Have you really just rested? You need to really just rest, and like, you need to go see someone because you haven't fully grieved yet. She's like, oh, I've been praying to God. No, she probably has been praying to God, but she really just been listening to gospel songs. That's not doing anything. What is wrong with the black community and not trying to see a counselor on stuff? God, turn to God, but go see a counselor. That's just me. Anyways, so remember, Star going to get that boy back, Maurice. So Star breaks into the club. Well, she don't break into the club. She's banned from the club from earlier in the episode. So she sneaks into the club. She breaks into Maurice's office and she steals his Super Bowl ring. Right? Bet. Ooh. Sorry, guys. Ooh. So then the scene cuts to Cassie goes to see Andy, and she tells Andy, I'm gonna let you go because if I kill you, I'm just playing into what everyone is saying about me being a killer, and I just need to not prove them right. So Andy's happy as a motherfucker. She's like, but don't ever come back because old Cassie's still around the corner. Don't ever come back. So then it cuts to Mateo and Ryan meet because I guess they never met face to face. They've always just done business with each other, you know, through other people, whatever. Ryan is not feeling Mateo. Mateo was like, oh, you know, this is such a good event. And then Ryan's like, why? Because this is PR cleanup because of the whole situation when old girl pulled the gun on Star. Nah. So Ryan's not feeling the whole thing. He don't feel like Mateo's genuine about the violent situation. Understandable. Derek is at the club when he really supposed to be at the gala, but I'm gonna set my team on my business. And he's asking about Buckhead because Money Mike, Miss Ruby's attacker, has BC branded on him, meaning Buckhead. Yeah, Buckhead. So, he's asking questions about Buckhead. Do you know anything about Buckhead? He's asking questions about it, right? So when he comes at the club, he gets pressed by, I guess, 2 people in Buckhead, and they said, keep Buckhead out your mouth, and they start to fight. Those other 2 boys run off. The police pull up, and he's there. The only reason why they ran off is because the police came up. So he gets arrested. Then Alex is performing her song. She comes out, she's singing this song. Oh my God, it was just very beautiful. Pretty much kind of expressing what happened. It had nothing really to do with the plane crash, but it was a sultry song. It fit the whole mood. This is what I'm telling you about old girl being crazy, right? This is what I'm talking about, old girl being crazy. As she's singing, she only 30 seconds, a minute into her singing, you hear someone else singing the song with her. And she's like, what? She looked back. Why is Olivia got a whole mic walking down the stairs singing a song with her? What? Yo. So Ryan is pissed off because he thought that it was supposed to be her expressing herself. If it's somebody else who they don't know nothing about, this looks like a whole entertainment type thing and a whole stunt. So nah. So I don't even know how Alex did not go off on a girl before the song. She a true artist, because had it been me, I would have stopped the song like, bitch, what the is you doing? But I'm gonna sit by to you about my business. So song is over. Mateo's like, what the hell happened? And she's like, I don't know, this was not the plan. So she runs out to Ryan, and she tells him, like, that was not the plan. I swear that was not the plan. This was not in the plan. And he's like, I'm not feeling this. She's like, listen, my whole rhythm and blues is me. She tells him her story about when Hayel died. The only reason why she keeps on working is to pretty much, this was their dream. I'm all about the music. I'm not about this publicity. Please. So he's like, oh, all right. I'll check my dates and I'll get back to you. So she's smiling. She's like, I don't know what you're smiling for, right? I'm gonna hit you up later. So it's pretty much a yes that he's gonna host the event. Cool. So then Star and Jackson, they just chilling in her backyard. And Star asked Jackson, was he a good football player? How much you think I can get for this? And he's like, probably 50,000, but you have to give me a cut. And she like, oh, you bold. You asked to be a part of this. So then he said, no, I'm feeling used because you used me. He's only joking though. It was very cute. Guess who strolled up in the yard? Maurice. Maurice is like, give me back my ring, Star. And she's like, I ain't giving back nothing. Give me back the rest of my money. So then Maurice tells Jackson, like, talk to your girl, like, I'll call the police. So everyone is standing up at this point, because at first it was just Jackson and Star sitting there. Everyone's standing up. Jackson takes the ring out of Star's hand and gives it back to Maurice. And he's like, yo, have fun with crazy. And he just walks away. So Star looks at him and is like, what the hell was that? Don't ever take anything up out of my hand again. He's like, he was gonna call the police. So you think I want the mother of my child in jail for something this petty? We'll get him back. We don't have to do it this way. She's like, I don't know why you're saying we, because they ain't no we, Jackson. And then she walks in the house. And he's like, sorry, don't do this. I understand her being upset. I totally understand, but whatever. So then it cuts to Andy. Andy, I guess, gets out of the storage place where he was being held. And Money Mike, Miss Ruby's attacker, sees him, and he's like, what you doing? And so then Andy starts running. Then Andy gets hit by a car. So I know boy already has so many internal injuries because he's been beaten almost to death and then got hit by a car. He was able to get up and move, but he took himself to Carlotta's house and died in her arms pretty much. And he was just apologizing, like, I'm sorry. And then he just dies. So, you know, Carlotta is shook up. They cut to Xander. I say a lot of uhs, right? They cut to Xander, and Xander apologizes to Cassie, like, I'm sorry I married someone else, because this is why I think they had a history before that, because he said, I'm sorry I married someone else. So in my opinion, they were together, he married somebody else and left Cassie sitting there. And then he started making out. I feel like Xander's he's just trying to get back good with her, because he gonna use that girl again. I just feel it in my bones. Star comes over to Jackson's place, and she tells him, like, you know, Andy died. He's like, yeah, I heard. And she's like, listen, it's so crazy. Andy died getting caught up trying to do stuff, and he had a silver spoon in his mouth. Like, I don't want this for my daughter. Like, I want to try to give her everything. So he's like, I understand. Mind you, remember, she's trying to get some money so she can get studio time. Finally, Jackson says, I have a studio at my apartment. What? And you're just telling me this? I would have punched that boy in his face. And she's like, and you just telling me this? Literally. And he's like, well, I got to spend time with you. That's all that matters. I thought that was cute. But how she not know that he has a studio in his apartment? Like, haven't you been there already? But again, I'm going to sit my hand on my business. I can't. So then it cuts to the scene where Maurice comes into the club. No, Maurice is already in the club. Sorry. Maurice is already in the club. Noah comes into the club. And he's like, oh, I have some changes in my contract. Maurice is laughing it off. He's like, that's not how it works, boo-boo. After you sign a contract, that's what it is. He's like, no, according to my lawyer, it seems like I could change some things. So then Maurice's ex-wife comes through and was like, yeah, he kind of wants to only perform 2 times in a month, and he wants to focus on his album. And then Noah's like, and we need a bigger stage because you messed up my whole international tour. So he's like, okay. So then the wife walks off, and Noah and Maurice are talking. Maurice tells Noah, like, what the heck was that? He's like, it's just business, and I know you can't never say no to her. I know you have a soft spot for her. Yo, Noah is smart. He is all the way smart. Whatever. So then Derek comes home. Old girl is upset, of course, because where the heck was you? You was not at my performance. Oh, I didn't even, so sorry. She pacified Olivia again. She was like, oh, the only reason I did that was because I know you were nervous. What? She said that was my solo entrance. Like, why did you do that? This was the first time. But whatever. Then she had the nerve to start crying, Olivia. And she's like, oh, stop crying. No, ooh, I would've, but whatever. So Derek comes home. She's like, where were you? I needed you there. He was like, I'm not doing this cop stuff anymore. I'm not going to do any more investigating. I promise. All right, cool. now this was the end. Yo, Carlotta has really hit a bottom. She's sitting there drinking out of the bottle. I don't know what she was drinking, but she over there looking like Cleo from Set It Off. It's even come down to, I guess she was in her room drinking, and Cotton went to go into her room talking about, mommy, I know you're not working. But then the scene cuts to Carlotta's walking down the street with a bottle, and she all the way looking like Cleo from Set It Off. She's going, I think she literally had a breakdown. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Let's have a whole conversation. Did y'all like the episode or did y'all love it? If you haven't already, hit that bell, hit that like, and have a let's have comments. Have a great day now.